What's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Golden 83, and I am here to do a monthly manifestation for the sign of Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio, you guys are last but not least on the zodiac lineup for group one. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. All right, remember, you guys, these are general messages, not personal. So take what resonates and pass the rest to the next. Okay. So, if you have not seen your January monthly manifestation, just to give you kind of a brief overview, these are back and fully reloaded from when I did them in 2022. It's literally been almost pretty much a year to 2 years since I've done them, and I was, told by the universe it was time to bring them back. Okay, and so I kept dreaming about them and kind of thinking about them, and so added some additional decks to them to kind of give you a play-by-play every month in the sense of helping you get organized for accomplishing your goals. Okay, and so but helping to keep you on task based on the moon phases. Okay, so we have new moon energy, which is the chance for you to create and bring in new energy, whether it be for personal growth to actually obtaining something materialistic for yourself that you've been wanting. Okay, maybe something you've been putting off, or like I said, just personal growth in general. Okay, and so which comes into play for those that are spiritual in the sense of maybe meditation for yourself, and by the first quarter moon, which is your progress point of seeing if you're actually making progress in your life, and then or with the goal that you're trying to obtain. And then the full moon, which is where you should be at completion in the sense of receiving what it is you've been working so hard towards, or at least wrapping up loose ends. Okay, you can also kind of use that full moon energy if you're spiritual to kind of meditate on and lock in those changes that you've made or set forth for yourself on a new moon. Okay, so for the month of February, you have a new moon that is on the 9th. Okay, that day is specific in the sense of kind of piggybacking off of January's energy of determining, just like a New Year's resolution, in the sense of what you really want to achieve. Okay, and so with that being said, the 25th full moon of January, you should have came to that conclusion, but really solidifying, going after it, is going to hit you on the 9th. Okay, maybe a particular phase in your life is done, as far as constantly living in the past in a way, for some of you, and the 9th of February is what's going to solidify that. Okay, by the first quarter moon, which is on the 16th of February, you should be at some point making progress with whatever it is you're trying to achieve. Again, if it's based off of just behavioral traits or your personality or healing from traumas, are you making progress, such as maybe you've decided to take on a therapist, or maybe reading self-help books to kind of help yourself get along in a particular area of your life that you're trying to heal from or become better. Again, meditation, like I said before, just different things, or creating good routines or good habits, bringing positivity in your life. That is a part of your progress. Okay, and so that's your first quarter moon energy of making that progress. And then on the full moon, which is on the 24th, it's about protecting your energy and staying on task. Okay, do not fall backwards into bad habits. Okay, if you've maybe decided to kick a bad habit such as smoking, or compulsive eating in the sense of eating with your emotions, things like that, watching your diet type of vibe. Stress eating is a thing. I sometimes do it myself, and I have to stop myself sometimes and be like, okay, can't have that second plate. Even if I say I'm just going to eat a small amount, that's still adding on. And, we indulge a little bit, especially during the winter months. I know I do a little bit, almost like hibernating, if you will, but with food. So, again, if that is or was your main goal to focus on at the beginning of this year, I hope you're staying on track with it. I know I'm starting as far as like have my own little home gym that I have to kind of help me get back into the routine of working out. I always start and stop, but this year I'm focused on actually staying on it. So I have my phone is set with reminders of what workout routine I'm supposed to do throughout the day, and that's helping me stay on track. As they say, 21 days to create a good habit and takes 21 days to break a bad habit. It goes either way, okay? So hopefully you guys are doing the same. These are just some brief examples, all right? And so hopefully by the 24th of February, you are staying on task and focusing on what it is that you truly want, not what you don't want, and going forth in positive energy, okay? And making adjustments as need be, all right, but in light of actually achieving the goal, all right. So with that being said, again, focus on what you desire to accomplish the most in February. A task or a goal will be ready for the next phase on your agenda, all right. Some of you may need to find the inner strength to input something at the last minute that is necessary for you to actually accomplish your goal. All right. Again, like I said, there's 15 days from the full moon in January. So from the 25th to the 9th is 15 days. That means change and following your intuition with 5 and 1 equaling out to 6, reevaluating something and inputting what needs to be in there. Okay, it's a step that cannot be skipped over. All right, then from the new moon in February on the 9th to the 16th is 7 days. Okay, 7 days you need to stay strong and steadfast towards completing your goal. Okay, whatever minuscule task you have during the month of February that is attached to your main goal, you will need to find the inner strength to get those things done in a steady amount of time. Okay, so if you have 2 or 3 things that are minuscule, such as maybe making a phone call to someone to get some information, going by somewhere and maybe doing some price comparisons on something in particular that you need towards your goal, such as, again, or some form of investments, it could be the time for you to interject that into your plans because it's needed, okay? And have that completed by the 24th of February, okay? So that way you can start seeing a return thereafter leading into March, okay? So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into your reading. Now, that is pretty much a good pre-summary. So if that's all you needed at this time, Scorpios, feel free to go ahead and end here, and I'll see you in the next one. All right. But if you are going to stay with us, feel free to like, share, and subscribe so you can get notified the next time I post a reading for your sign. All right. So now we're getting into the meat of your reading, which is the Moonology deck, which is going to pretty much encompass the energy for those 3 phases that I mentioned. The dates that were talked about will be in the description box below, so you can refer to them. Feel free to get a moon calendar so that way you can kind of keep up and maybe make your own plans on that calendar, or get yourself a planner if you don't already and start writing things down. Um, Sometimes I like doing writing instead of always utilizing technology because it kind of sets it more in stone than doing it on a phone sometimes. Okay. So, by all means, do what works best for you. But sometimes I just kind of don't want to lose that, nostalgia of writing something down. It kind of helps me connect to who I am as a person. Okay. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. Y'all know I can stay with Scorpios all day long. But I'm going to try my best not to and get through y'all's reading, okay? So we're going to go one from the top, which is for your new moon energy. We're going to go one from the bottom, which is for first quarter moon energy. And then we're going to go one energetically from the middle, which there's a lot of energy on you guys. If you are, the readings are intended for Scorpio sun signs, but there you could be sharing your energy with someone who has Scorpio in their chart somewhere, um, possibly 8th house or higher up, possibly maybe around 3rd or 5th house too. So that could be an important uh, placement in their birth chart. Okay, so hopefully you don't mind sun signs, Scorpio sun signs. Okay, so let's go ahead. That last card was for your full moon energy. So let's see what you have going on. For the first one, what should be the mindset towards your intention or goal, Scorpios? What should be the mindset? Have faith in your dreams, okay? Have faith in your dreams. This is a brand new card energy that's coming out here. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. Truly appreciate everyone's patronage, even if you've been here rocking with me since I've been on YouTube. Okay? Have faith in your dreams. This is really beautiful. You have purple here, insinuating that crown chakra. You have a butterfly kind of flowing here. All right. So whatever you've been dreaming about, Scorpios, maybe again, my feeling about dreams is that you can literally, before you go to bed, have something on your mind, and 9 times out of 10, you dream it. Okay. If you're spiritual and you're asking your ancestors or the divine to show you or ask a question and you want them to show you the answer, have faith in your dreams. Okay, you could be astraling, doing astral projection. I can talk like this with Scorpios because y'all into metaphysical things, and I am too, of course. If you don't know already, I do have Scorpio in my 7th house, so I can fully understand. I think that's why I vibe with y'all so much. Okay, but nonetheless, have faith in those dreams. They're showing you exactly what you believe to be true, okay? And it's because of what you've experienced, all right? So it could be in regards to a business venture, or it could be a relationship, all right? Whatever the case may be for you, only you know. I try not to dig too deep because these are pretty much versed for helping you get organized primarily, okay? However you need to be, all right? So let's get into the first quarter moon energy. Will or have you made any progress, Scorpios, by first quarter moon, which is February 16th? Balance spirituality and practicality, full moon in Pisces. Okay, now if you like, you can veer off and go check out what the energy is for full moon in Pisces, as far as when it is and what can possibly interfere or transpire for your sign being attached to it. It is your fellow water sign, But when I pull the cards, I'm primarily just focused on the sign that's on the card as far as their energy. So you could have Pisces in your chart, or you have possibly someone connected with you that is a Pisces, okay? But balance of spirituality and practicality, also a new card that's coming out. So again, welcome new energy. It is time for you to do that in some way as far as spirituality and practicality. So, again, even with this reading, just again helping you get organized based off of the moon phases, like I said, could help you with meditation, kind of getting yourself back into it. Some form of maybe a spiritual detox needs to happen. Um, I like Pisces. I am the same way with them. I have Pisces in my 11th house, which is social and global communications. Um, they are plain and simple. When you think of Pisces sign, is a school of fish. Okay, they're very social people. Okay, and so maybe it's time for you to get around a group of spiritualists, possibly, and that are on the same realm as you, maybe in sense of spirituality, as far as meditation is concerned. Maybe in another group of maybe more intellectual people that you can have spiritual conversations with, okay? Um, Things of that nature, okay? I'm feeling that for Scorpios, but practicality and kind of balancing the two, how they can mesh in your life, and bring balance, okay? So first quarter moon, again, you guys during the first couple of months of the year may be working on your spirituality and personal growth, okay? um, which you guys have been off and on with since I've been doing readings for Scorpio. Okay, check out your tap into your souls. Those readings kind of help with dealing with traumas. Um, I would suggest those for you guys. They get pretty heavy. So I will forewarn you, they could be somewhat triggering in a way, but the exercise with those readings is to help you, okay? Dealing with past issues, all right? So, with that being said, let's get into the full moon. Has or is the intention or goal being achieved for Scorpio by the full moon on the 24th? And you and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer, okay? New moon in Cancer. So, again, you guys might be in the sense of dealing with lost loved ones or reconnecting with your current loved ones. All right, you and your loved ones are safe. Cancer energy, you could have someone around you that either has passed or just worried about a present current loved one, if they are safe as far as their health and conditions are concerned. Maybe you've lost a few people over the course of a few years, and so wondering about their safety. Maybe you've been dreaming about them a little bit, and so just know that they are safe. In the afterlife, that may be a concern to you. Maybe you've had dreams in regards to losing someone else and you're wondering about their safety. Spend more time with them. That is the best thing that I can tell you to do, as far as those that are in the living. Okay. For those that are in the afterlife, they are showing you that they are fine if you've been seeing them in your dreams, and it's been pleasant, or you've been dreaming of memories, things of that nature. They're just trying to remind you of maybe the lessons that they taught you while you were here. Okay. And so it's getting kind of heavy. Okay. But obviously, for this card to come out in the full moon energy, it's for you to feel comforted, and secure that your family is safe. Okay. It could also be a situation as far as health is concerned. waiting on diagnosis or something of that nature, dealing with a particular relative, and they will be fine. If it is dealing with something as heavy as cancer, early detection is always the best detection. Um, I lost a family member. I lost my dad due to cancer. And unfortunately, it was something that was detected as, kind of late and kind of lingered on with other health issues. And so, unfortunately, he did not get to stay. I lost him at 22. So, definitely is one of those things that is dear to me. So, I can definitely understand your plight when dealing with that. So, the best thing for you to do is, keep them in good spirits. Keep yourself in good spirits, because positive energy creates positive results. And so, as long as you believe in that and are willing to be that support system as much as you possibly can be, it's the best thing for you to do for you and your family. Okay? So, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get into the clarifying of this energy for you guys. Okay? Again, Scorpios, your energy is pretty deep at this point. Deeper than I think it's ever been. Okay? And so I truly do extend my heart and my arms to you guys in the sense of, an energetic hug, if you will, to hopefully power through this as much as you can, okay? At any given point in time when you see this reading, okay? So we're going to cut the deck by threes here. Again, if that is the end for you for your reading, by all means, take care, Scorpios, and hope to see you in your next one. Hoping things get better. So, one from the top is for the new moon energy. One from the bottom is for the first quarter moon energy. And then one energetically from the middle. And I think I'm going to go to this one here. If I don't lose it. I think I got the one that I wanted, which is for full moon energy. And then we'll look at the bottom of the deck for the overall outcome of this energy. Okay. Now it could switch up when we get here. All right. So bear with me. So new moon energy of have faith in your dreams is wish fulfillment of 10 of cups. Okay. Very, like I said, very happy dreams that you've possibly been having, possibly attached to memories. Maybe, like I said, I feel like with dreams, we can guide our dreams to be what we want them to be based off of knowing an experience that we've had with a certain person or with people in general. Okay, once you get to know someone, you can kind of gauge what kind of life you can possibly have with them or just yourself in general. Okay, but I feel like it's tied to another person or with family. Okay, maybe your wish fulfillment is wanting a family to build with. Maybe blending a family, whatever the case may be, it will go as you see in your dreams, okay, for this 10 of cups to come out, okay? That is what you want, and I feel like it can obviously end up that way if you want it, okay? If you want something so badly that you can feel it, you can taste it, you can see it, whether you're asleep or awake, you know that it can happen for you, then there's nothing that can falter that, okay? You sometimes Scorpios tend to think more negative than you do positive. It's time to make a change in that, and I hope that's what you've decided to do from January's reading, okay? So whatever this is for you, it is achievable as long as you want it. When you want it, you have no way of messing it up, okay? Now, next is your first quarter moon energy. Balance, spirituality, and practicality, which is being put with the Hierophant, okay? The Hierophant, balance, spirituality, and practicality. Okay, I'll use tarot as a as an example. Okay, not all tarot is the same. Okay, I definitely will say for myself, I started doing tarot in the sense of exercising my empathy, in the sense of caring for other people and how they feel and how they deal with things. I wish I had someone that I could actually speak to on a regular basis. I mean, I've done therapy, but it's something different when you have someone who's beside you, um, and willing to work with you, okay, whether that be platonic or romantic. But tarot has always just really moved me. I wanted to do it back when my father passed away, when I was 22, and it stopped me from doing it because I literally had to live through that grief first before I could even attempt to do this. So, with that being said, the Hierophant is someone who is almost like the word adjudicator is the first thing that comes out. Okay, and so you have someone here that's kind of like a judge with two people standing in front. Um, it could, for some, mean a marriage card, if you will. Okay, um, maybe you are trying to figure out or see someone, um, for how they actually mesh with you in the sense of their spirituality or their faith. Okay, what's practical for you in a relationship. Okay, that final deciding factor, if you will, come first quarter moon on something in particular. Okay, you may be in front of someone, who has to make a decision. I don't know if there's something legal that might be going on. Um, but I, again, like I said before, needing a certain group of people around you. Okay. Maybe, again, maybe you've been having dreams about marriage, possibly. Maybe that's something that is kind of on your mind, but you're trying not to think about it as much, because you're trying to be ready for it in a way. Um, it's kind of a gray area because it feels like a multitude of different Scorpio energy. So I'm not going to stay on it long. That's all that I'm getting from that, and I'm not going to stay on it too long. All right. Let's get into the full moon energy here. Okay. Full moon energy is saying you and your loved ones are safe, followed by the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Knight of Pentacles with your loved ones are safe. So, Knight of Pentacles is usually, I'm not feeling like it's really money matters being involved here. Pentacles is supposed to be money or finances, but I'm not feeling finances with you guys. It's more so something of value, okay? So it could be a question of asking for something or maybe something being given to you, Scorpios. Um, Again, this is Earth energy, so you have Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. So you could have one of those in your chart. You don't have to, it's an honorable mention. But it could be something that family members offer you. Not really anything super heavy. It's not like a page, but it's slight, mature advice or positive advice, something of value. Um, could be something material, something small, that is given to you that belong to a relative, possibly, that has a lot of meaning or memory to you. Um, it could also be, like I said, advice of some sort, come full moon energy. Okay. And you may not get it physically. It could be something that you see in your dreams, again, being tied to it. Okay. So, with that being said, let's look at the bottom of the deck to see what the overall outcome is. And you have the Hanged Man. Okay. Hanged Man coming out is saying to me with the overall energy is it's time for you to see things from another perspective, and it's going to be a hum of a dinger of epiphany for you, okay? In the sense of maybe finally asking yourself, what are you so afraid of, okay? Um, when it comes to life matters, okay? Maybe, losing someone, due to death or passing away, um, scares you in a way. Death is, inevitable. I hate to say it that way, but it is. Trust and believe you me, we've lost some great people within the last year, and I've cried at least over two of them. And I didn't even know them personally. These were like actual celebrities that I grew up watching, and to see them go, it's like we know they can't live forever, but it's like a part of your childhood kind of dies, in a way when you see people just getting buried left and right. But when it comes to family, of course, that's a little bit more personal. Um, and so it's very hard to deal with. So I can truly understand, especially when there's that close connection of maybe someone who was like a second father to you, or someone who raised your grandmother, possibly raised you, and so kind of losing that connection. Again, it's just the same. Your part of your childhood dies, with that person, and so. But remember that keeping them alive and through memory, is the best medicine for anyone as far as healing and dealing with grief. Do not mourn them, as they are still celebrating your life and you still being an extension of them in heaven. And they are always and forever watching over all of us. For sure, I've experienced, some things as far as like dreaming of my dad, or my grandmother, who also passed away from cancer. And so I truly can understand that, and I see them from time to time around their anniversaries, their birthdays, and I don't even have to ask a question, but it's a sign of telling me that they are safe and they are watching over me, and I'm hopefully doing them proud. And that is how you carry on their name and their legacy. Okay, no matter no matter what. All right. So, with that being said, like I said, that hanged man is for you to look at things from a different perspective and not stay in the dark. Okay? The more you stay in the dark, it's harder to get to the light. All right? So, stay within the light, because that's what they will want you to do. Okay? So, we're going to get into the Making Magic deck here for you guys, Scorpio. And the question here is, what is the message of support to achieve or manifest the goals for Scorpio? Right now, this reading has nothing to do with any goals. All right. Trying to cheer you guys up and trying to cheer myself up while doing this reading for you guys, because I truly do understand the depths of your emotions right now. Okay. It's kind of hard. All right. At any given point in time, you guys can definitely chime in the comments, and hopefully I can offer you a light-hearted, positive word to kind of push you forward. For the messages of support for Scorpio, again, for the Scorpios that are looking for a little bit something in regards to material gain, in the sense of something that you're actually trying to work on in a positive way. Hopefully some of these messages might help you. Okay. I'm feeling the energy of possibly 3 messages out of this deck. Starting from the bottom, we have the elements, okay? And for some reason, I feel Drake's song started from the bottom. Now we're here, okay? The elements are here. And the elements say, The elements of fire, air, earth, and water combine to create powerful protective boundaries: spiritual, mental, physical, and emotional. Okay? Spiritual, mental, physical, and emotional. Okay? So tap into all of the elements, which is part of your mind, body, and spirit. Okay? We usually all have these elements within us based off of your birth chart. Okay? In some shape, form, or fashion. All right. So it's time for you to tap into all of the elements to help recenter yourself and create that powerful being within you to keep pressing forward. Okay. That's message number 1. Message number 2, okay, is self confidence. Self confidence. Okay. It says strong self belief and a sense of worth. Okay, strong self belief and a sense of worth. Start knowing your value, Scorpios. Okay, and understand that you need to have a strong self belief of yourself and what you are capable of doing. Okay, no matter the cost, no matter who is here, and no matter who is not. Okay, imagine that person that has passed has given you and passed you the torch to keep going forward. Okay, the strength that you have is based off of your lineage, off of your ancestors. Okay, they did not raise you to be weak, they raised you to be strong. Okay, and so you must keep moving on. Okay, self-confidence is key. All right. Next message is Goddess, healing feminine energy. Okay. Even if you're masculine, you have feminine energy within you in the sense of that sympathy, nurturing, caring, and overwhelming amount of emotion. Okay, is more so on that side. You have masculine energy in the sense of rage, can be on that side. It's time for balancing that energy out again. Okay, so heal the feminine energy by letting go. If you've been holding it in too long, it's time to release it. Release that pain so that way it can breathe out of you and exude out of you and balance itself out. Okay, I'm going to give you guys one last message. It did come up in Cancer's reading, but it's happy love. Okay, happy love, which says a joyful, stable partnership and good friends. Okay, by the time you balance out all of this energy and heal, Scorpios, and again, that may be part of your hanged man energy of the seeing things from a different perspective, of what you could have. Okay, no matter the cost. All right, you have to be willing to get it. Okay, and know that you can obtain it and keep it. Okay, and maintain it. Okay, so with that being said, let's go ahead and get into wrapping up your reading with what is the energy of the present self, and then we'll also tap into your higher self. And what is the present self's energy for Scorpio? One last shuffle here. Energy of the present self for Scorpio. Okay, we'll go to the bottom of the deck. Transformation, pressure. Transformation, pressure. Okay, 26, which equals out to 8. Balance yet again coming out for you guys. 6, time to reevaluate what it is or who it is you want to be moving forward. You have this person that's kind of going through this kind of field, if you will, and kind of this kind of force field or aura of some sort. and they're kind of breaking apart materialistically wise, okay, kind of minerals. And two, what it is that you really want, Scorpios. Okay, you go back and forth, back and forth. Your readings have been like that since I've started. Okay, you'll be on a high and then you'll go dark. You'll be on a high and then you'll go dark. I need you guys to stay on a high, okay, and focus on what it is that you truly want and who you want to be, okay? It's time for you to transform into who you were meant to be, Scorpios, okay? In the sense of tapping into that light, okay? We're going to go into the book to get your message, which is air energy. Segmaglair is ancient Norse for becoming, okay? It says you can view pressure as being negative, or you can see it as being a shaper, director or positive influence. Find a happy medium where you can benefit and not be disadvantaged, okay? You can view pressure as being negative, or you can see it as being a shaper, director, or positive influence. Find a happy medium where you can benefit and not be disadvantaged, okay? So no matter what you feel, and sometimes you create your own pressure, Scorpios, because think of it in this way: you know exactly where you should be at this point in life, and you're pressuring yourself for not being there. But you have to take accountability for why you're not there, okay? No one else is pressuring you but you, okay? That's why you should set practical goals for yourself that are obtainable, okay? It's nothing wrong with dreaming big, but the problem is you dream big and you're not doing big, okay? And I don't mean to come at you like this, but it is what it is, okay? If you want it, you need to move with it, not just dream about it and say, oh, one day I'm going to have that, and you not moving in succession with getting it, okay? You need to start doing that. If not, then you're always going to be where you are right now, okay? All of us are meant to do something. You have to actually start getting up and doing it, okay? Let's get into your higher self. What is the potential energy for the higher self? What is the potential energy for the higher self for Scorpio? Okay. One last shuffle here. What is the potential energy of the higher self of Scorpio? I'm going to refer to the bottom of the deck and then the book. The law of transcendence. The law of transcendence. Okay? Revere the dark side of life. What did I just say, Scorpios? Revere the dark side of life. The law of transcendence. You have these ruins here. There's a light and two people kind of dancing up underneath it here in joy and transcending light, okay? I don't think I have to say anything else but go into the book and read the message for you guys, okay? Because you got to understand there's no coincidence in these messages that are needed at the time when you need it, okay? Page 81. Equaling out to 9, meaning it is time for you to wrap up a phase of your life and transcend, okay? This card indicates you are on the right path. This message is the divine sign that you are following your calling and your dreams. Be still and know everything is unfolding perfectly. Everything your heart desires is manifesting now. It is a time to live with faith and let go of any doubt. This note is the confirmation you have been asking from the universe. It is time to celebrate. And that is in bold, okay? I'll read the journal in action for you. Make a list of everywhere you still feel like the effect in this lifetime. Make a list of everywhere you still feel like the effect in this lifetime. Place the list in front of you while you go into contemplative meditation, asking your higher self to bring you a new perspective. Thus, this hangman energy, okay? It's time to look at life in a different light, okay? Literally, get out of that dark side, all right? This law is based on the axiom that all of life is designed for spiritual growth and awakening. You are constantly demanded to go beyond your limiting beliefs and expand your consciousness through relative experiences, rising above all circumstances. As you transcend your beliefs, going beyond your limited perceptions, you are able to embody the truths of the universe and experience your divinity. Okay? You're on the right path. You just keep getting stuck in the past. Okay? It's time to transcend. With that being said, Scorpios, that is all that I have for you guys right now. Preliminary readings will be coming shortly in February because I'll be officially off of spiritual vacation as I have been, but been dropping these gems. So until next time, peace.